Playboi Carti's performance at Rolling Loud Cali. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. What a time that was had. What a time that was had. So I watched it on live stream. If you were up and you're watching it, you know what the vibes were. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Today I'm doing a little special one away. Gonna check out what's his face, Playboi Carti's performance at Rolling Loud Cali. Gonna do a little reaction from it, play by play, blow for blow, because I'm still fucking bumping this iron music thing right now. You feel me? So we're gonna do a live reaction for this thing, a little live reaction for this thing. You feel me, people? We are out here. Let's see if he's on stage yet. I'm just got it on here in the background. It's on stage. No, he's not on stage just yet. He's not on stage just yet. So we have to wait for my man to get on stage. So big up everybody tuning in. Let me actually make this full screen so everyone can see what I want. Big up everybody tuning in right now to this little stream, little reaction thing we're gonna do. Nothing crazy, nothing wild. Just gonna be reacting to Playboi Carti's Rolling Loud performance, and hopefully it's one for the books. I don't think he's missed so far in terms of Rolling Loud performances. I'm not gonna lie. I think Carti's had some pretty stellar Rolling Loud performances over the years. So I'm really looking forward to this one. One of my favourite ones, actually, was it last year's one? Yeah, last year's one was pretty hard. I'm not gonna lie, that was a pretty good performance. Maybe my favourite one is the one where he's wearing the red mask. That was Rolling Loud. That Lollapalooza. That was one of my favourite performances ever from him, actually, where he's wearing the red mask. But he's had some pretty banging fucking performances anyway when it comes to Rolling Loud, so this should be a fucking banger. Ken Carson performed earlier today actually, and that was actually pretty decent. I was also checking out and listening to what's his face, Netspend. He was doing pretty well on stage too. Not really familiar with Netspend like that, but Netspend was pretty interesting, fun to watch out, or fun to watch in general. So big up everybody out there that's fans of Netspend. Let's get the sound lower because I wanna make sure that I'm tuned in. I also don't want to listen to this shit, whatever this shit is. Let's get some in the background. Let's hope it plays. But yeah, I think I've got to get into some Netspend. I'm not gonna lie. I think I have to get into some Netspend. Yeah, I think I got to get into some Netspend. Because I wasn't that familiar with this kid's game, but he absolutely killed it. He absolutely destroyed. Destroy Lonely did pretty well too. Destroy Lonely's looking very jacked, by the way. That's the reaction of people on social media. He's looking very, very, very ripped. So he did pretty well on stage. I thought Ken Carson probably was the better of the two, but Netspend probably really surprised me, man. I wasn't that familiar with Netspend's game, but that kid Netspend surprised me. He's got some fucking tracks, and it was nice to hear the kids singing his tunes word for word, you know? It was honestly fucking sick to hear it. Let's see what's going on. But they're preparing the stage now at the moment. They've got fucking burger advertisements on the screen. Rolling Loud are fucking rolling in the fucking dough. I wonder how much Carti gets paid for this. He said on the album that he gets like 1 million per feature now, isn't it? So I wonder how much he gets paid for these type of performances, these type of stage shows. Because Rolling Loud, I feel like it's on like what 6 times plus per year in America alone. So he must get a decent appearance for you'd imagine for these type of stage performances. But let's see what one. Let's hope this performance is fucking hard. Big up everybody in the stream chat. Big up everybody watching live. I appreciate all of you for tuning in and hanging out with me today. Like I said, it won't be a super crazy one. I just want to react to this in real time because I haven't really had the chance to do this previously. So why not do it today? Why not do it today? More intermissions, more fucking ads. Cool. Fucking love to hear the fucking ads. That's what we want to hear, don't we? Yeah. Actually, in the meantime, while the ads are playing, let me just pop on. Because why the fuck not? Let's just pop on a fucking tune. What am I feeling at the moment, really? What have I been on hard at the moment? What I've been on hard at the moment is Mojo Jojo. I'm not going to lie. I think Kendrick Lamar going back now, I'm taking it all back. I think Kendrick skid and slid all over the ad-libs. I think he did pretty decently. I think he actually adds a little bit of another element to the track itself. But I think that beat switch in the beginning is too fucking hard. Oof.
Hey Carti, I need that Back to the Future, Carti. I need that 4 alien, Carti. I need that beep,
beep, beep, beep. Come on, man, too good.
Beep, 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 extraterrestrial, Carti, you know. Just like that, Carti, you know.
Honestly, too good. Too fucking good. That intro alone deserves a wheel up. That intro alone deserves a fucking wheel up. One more time. Mojo Jojo from I Am Music, track number 5, featuring Kendrick Lamar ad-libs. Too good.
Hey Carti, I need that Back to the Future, Carti. I need that 4 alien, Carti. I need that beep, 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 extraterrestrial, Carti, you know.
Honestly, that intro is gonna go crazy. Because allegedly there's rumors that Kendrick's coming out. That's the rumor. There's a rumor that Kendrick is coming out. So when he plays that, when that fucking beat switches and flips, it's gonna go fucking crazy. So big up everybody tuning in. Big up, who do I see here? Big up Andre. Big up KP. Big up fucking Don Dotter. Big up, big up, big up, big up, big up. Oh yeah. Kai Sinat's on the ground, didn't it? Yeah, I saw Kai Sinat's on the ground right now. I saw he's on the ground right now. I saw. Is it on? Oh, there we go. Is it on? Stay green, keep it clean. Oh, I think it's coming. Oh no, it's not coming. Not yet. It's not coming just yet. Yeah, big up Keepy in the chat. Big up Andre. I am Zempic is hilarious. Big up Andre in the stream chat. I appreciate you. Actually, what is he? He's on isn't Kai Cena on Twitch, isn't it, right? Kai Cena's on Twitch. Let's double check. Let's see what he's saying. Kai Cena Twitch. It's gonna give me mad ads, but let's see what I go on anyway. Because he's on the floor right now. I think him and Neon in there. I think Neon's on the ground too. Maybe I'll check out Neon stream too, just before the Playboi Carti set starts. He's gonna be late. We know that, innit? We know how these guys are. He's definitely gonna be fucking late. So we might as well just check out and see what I go on for the people on the actual ground floor, as Andre pointed out. Actually, a good little shout there. Let's see what I go on. I did see him with that. What's that with that kid Dabo or Dabo? How do you pronounce his name? He was super hyped to be there. Very, very awkward interaction with them.
What's up, prom? Go ahead and sub up. Blue crown next to your name. Oh my God, the proms are coming in. Oh my God, the proms are coming in. FYX, thank you so much.
Okay, it's too much.
To the prime. P. Woody, thank you so much. Oh my God. Vladdy, thanks for the 10 gift. Appreciate it, Vladdy. Vlad, thanks for the 10 gift. Appreciate it, bro. Snoop, thank you so much, bro. Nacho, thank you so much, bro. Aldar, thank you so much. W Prom. I'm still doing my thing. Fingers in the sky. Banging my game. Cause you don't want no problems like that. Cause we gon' be like, appreciate everybody. God damn. Appreciate all the gifters. Damn. That's progressive though. That's progressive.
Yo, big up, let me change someone else because it's too loud for me at the moment. Big up Keepy here. Do you know that guy Dabo Carti brought him up last? Yeah, I remember him. I remember that kid. He's one that's always crying. He's one that's super emotional. Sometimes a little bit over dramatic, but you know, he's a kid. He's always very, very emotional. So yeah, he should be hyped. He should be really looking forward to it. Front row seats to see fucking Carti performing already loud. That's a fucking vibe. Yeah. I saw them also have interaction with Destroy Lonely and King Carson backstage too before they performed. That was pretty funny. So let's see what Neon's saying. Neon's on the ground floor too, right? Neon's out there too doing a damn thing. Let's see what Neon's saying. Let's see what blood clot Neon is saying. Yo, big up Daniel Clements too in the chat. Appreciate you too, bro. Well one. Let's unmute Neon. Let's see what Neon's saying. Yeah. No Carti just yet.
Hold on, chat. Huh? Why? We're cooked then.
Is there a way to get a
No, yo,
I like how
it's
they're.
right here.
I bet they're trying to get in,
We
right?
should be good now. Let's go. Hold
Okay, cool. There you go.
on. Yo,
Get in, Neon. Get in.
how do I get in here? Okay.
I love how hard it is to get into these type of things in America. Oh, no one's allowed to go in VIP. I love how in America, how no matter how clouded up you are, you're always gonna be humbled, innit?
You have this. You have the own god. You should get it.
Is Carti banning people from backstage? I'm assuming.
Oh my god, I can't, bro.
Hilarious. This is always the funny bit about Rolling Loud. People trying to get backstage, telling me no, you can't go backstage, even though you got the
I'm
pass.
about to just go to the studio, bro. Fuck this, man.
Fucking hilarious.
They're not letting me go nowhere, bro. Oh my god, yo, I swear to god if I hear another voice, bro. Yo, I'm about to crash out, bro. Show the pass, idiot. Oh, I gotta show the pass. I forgot.
I showed him. He said it was not good
No,
enough.
wait, you have the god.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, the God pass is not good enough to get to the fucking place.
The god pass gets you anywhere.
That's what it's supposed to do.
That's all access.
That's what I'm saying.
They're just trying to get everybody out. Just
Yo,
I bet
yo,
Carti
yo,
banned,
yo,
innit?
yo, bro.
So Carti said there's no gold pass. There's no god pass.
You know what we gotta do?
That's
We have to
hilarious.
collab
I like a
album
god
and
pass
headline
actually.
and headline-
I need a god pass. That's what I need. Give me a god pass, bro.
Yo, you cheesing. You made it far, bro. We both. All right, what the fuck, man? Really?
This is hilarious. I don't know why people bother with these bad passes anyway when you go to a place like this. Just enjoy the show, man.
Lacey, I can't.
I really don't see like the fucking need to go backstage or to be VIP. Just be in the pit, man. Be in the pit, go crazy.
Oh my god, bro. All right, this is my cue to leave, bro.
But being on the stage is fucking lame, I think, personally. But hey, I guess maybe when you're these guys' levels, you want some space for yourself and just to do your own thing. You don't want to be surrounded by randoms and shit. Maybe.
That's what I'm saying. These people are so weird, bro. Yo, holy shit, bro.
Seems like normal people to me.
Chat, should we dip? Yes or no? What do we do, bro?
Why is he so flustered? What's going on?
I'm about to dip.
So everyone's getting. So I guess everyone's getting escorted out, essentially, from that backstage area. They're not letting them chill there. I'm assuming.
Where? Right there. Hold on.
Is this a secret entry section here? Secret section? Nope.
Where the fuck do we? Where is it? Okay, but is there?
You're gonna cut out into the general area and go to the front.
I'm not going. I can't go to the general area.
That's the only way to get in the front. They're not gonna let you go on the other side.
I'm not going to generate. You can't.
You
Okay.
gotta go there. You gotta go around. You gotta go around.
So how do I? How do we?
They told me this one.
Even if you have
You just gotta wait right there, bro. Don't go nowhere.
All right, we're going back. I don't know, bro.
Surely in this type of situation, you just wait by the entry where your ticket is meant to be going in.
Let's go.
And then sooner rather than later, someone will slip you in anyway. Especially if you got the God Pass. Why are you walking away from the place where you're meant to go in?
I understand what we're doing.
Both of them there.
No, I don't. I don't, but I understand.
Crazy.
Nice to meet you, brother.
Man's getting no pictures.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. This is fucking insane, huh?
Is he live? Is he on? No, Carti's not on just yet. Not on just yet. Everyone's trying to get in through the back and shit.
That's what they're saying too, but I'm trying to go there, but I can't even. We gotta go on the other side, bro, and walk from there. Hold on, bro.
Let me just lower this quality.
Try it one more time, if not, we're cooked.
Let's go to 7.
Bro, all these cars are.
Let's go 720.
No, you good.
That's 1080p is a bit too much with my computer at the moment. But everybody tuning in as well. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Make sure you smash that like button down below if you're liking the stream. We're going to be popping over to Carti's set at Rolling Loud when that starts. But just to buy the time, we're going to be watching some of this fucking shit of the guys on the ground floor like Neon. Let's see what they're saying. So how did Kai Cenat get in there if he didn't get in there?
Huh?
Or is it too
Can I
late?
do anything with this pass, or is it cooked? It's closed.
Oh, it's closed.
Fuck
Ah.
it. All right, let's go.
So he's got a god pass that can't take him anywhere. That's fucking hilarious,
No
man.
one's moving up there, man. I can't. You want me to start a stampede, bro? Yo,
How long is
Yo, big up Apex Putter Wagwan.
How long is shut for the night?
Big up Mensa.
It's gonna turn in some. We don't want it. Let's move. Let's go.
Oh, it's the English guy.
that's what I'm saying.
English security, nice.
But no one's moving, bro.
Big up Mensa, Feli. This guy's gonna flip flop, man.
Jake.
This guy's what you think Kai's gonna flop? No way.
They
No way,
literally
Mensa.
told
No
me
way.
to come
Big up King
stream
Bayu. Why
at
didn't
the
you go
front.
to Rolling Loud? Not really my thing, to be fair. I'm not gonna lie, King.
Bro,
I'd rather see Carti on tour properly instead of these type of festivals.
Where's Jake?
I like watching it on live
Where's
stream.
Colin? Where's everyone at?
He's a, I think he's gonna do a European tour anyway. When he eventually does a European tour, I'll go watch him. But I'm not into seeing him at this sort of festival.
Huh?
Why the fuck that shit go down? Hey, trip out. But I was literally, my people own this shit, bro, and I was in there with Carti. Hey, but that nigga made a Z. Like, what type of shit is that?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Who's this clout chaser? My people own this shit.
Okay,
Who is this guy?
Out, brother. Just give me a second. Nice to meet you, though, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, this shit is.
Who's that guy putting his arm around him?
Where is like my?
Honestly,
team,
who the
bro?
fuck is that clout chaser next to him?
Where is my fucking team, bro?
Where's Kai? Let's.
Where's all? Where are our people?
Where's my team? Your team is gone,
What
bruh.
is going on, bro?
Let's see what Kai Cena is saying.
Yo.
Let's switch over back to Kai Cena. Let's see what he's saying on his Twitch. Big up Mensa. Yeah, Carti gonna flop, fam. Also, are you tapped in with Lucky's music by Joe? Yeah, of course. I love Lucky, man. Lucky's incredible. He just put out a couple of new things recently, and that I think I saw online. I love Lucky. Actually, weren't him and was it him and Kai that having a little bit of a squabble?
Run the same
Or was it somebody
material
else?
into the ground forever.
The Simpsons. Season.
Apologies for the ads, people. Apologies for the ads. Who was it Lucky was beefing with recently? Was it Kai? I saw him recently on Kai's Instagram though. But yeah, I'm a fan of Lucky. He's been a little bit inconsistent recently. Been a bit up and down when it comes to things I've heard of him recently. But yeah, I like Lucky. Lucky's good. Lucky's definitely one of the good ones out there. But yeah, let's wait to see what Carti's saying. I'm really eager to see what the first track will be. Okay, so Kai Cena's in the back. Neon didn't get it.
Some shit ain't like me no more. Some shit ain't like me no more. It ain't like me no more. It ain't like me no more. No more. Yo, Raw Wave is really a go. He's a go. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I don't want to hear it. Raw Wave is a go. Raw Wave is a go. That's it. He's a go. He's a go. He's a legend.
Okay. They're still going. I wanna see Wagwan with fucking. Come on, Carti, brother. Where are you, bro? Where's my guy? Where is he? Still ain't there yet. Still ain't there yet. Still ain't there yet.
Some more LA shit. You know, Rod and Carti can both be goats. Carti's a goat.
Oh shit, the smoke is starting.
We got Mensa. He had a little back and forth with Carti. Yeah, just some sibling beef. They back on good terms. Okay, good to hear. Yeah, be up KP. Be up KP too. Yeah, Rodwave is the one. Rodwave is the truth. Rodwave and Friday to get you in your feels. I'm on that time. I'm on that sort of timing still. Rodwave is thing to get you.
Yo, I said 9:30. What time is it? 9:18. 12 more minutes. Let's see, chat. 9:30 was my prediction. Nah, 9:30 might be a good time.
Alright, cool. You know what?
But it said the CEO doesn't run the stage.
Carti, dude! You hear that? Who's fucking with Carti? The CEO don't run the stage. Carti runs that shit.
What's happening here? He's attacking somebody from there, I'm assuming, right? Alright, cool. In the meantime, let me just quickly cover this and whilst we wait for Carti to appear on stage. Have you guys seen this news? This is pretty fucking distressing. So big up Little Sims. Absolutely wild scenes. Little Sims sues her producer Inflow over $2.2 million loan. Pretty wild thing. Pretty wild situation. I just read this online. It says Little Sims is suing her former producer Dean Cover, aka Inflow, who also helms the collective Salt, which is a pretty big collective. They've been doing bits in the last couple of years and shit. I think they had a big performance they put on Drumshed recently that did pretty well, very well liked and stuff in general. Great production, great stage show. So you'd imagine someone like him. I think he's also worked with Adele, this guy, Inflow. So for him to lend 2 mil from Little Sims and not pay it back is fucking insane. For allegedly failing to pay a $2.2 million loan related to the performance and unlawfully retaining funds reserved for her album record expenses. The UK rapper, whose real name is Simbiatu Ajikawo, filed a claim on January accusing him of holding on to loans that she had made for him over a year and not properly accounting for funds provided for Sony unit to cover the recording expenses. In April 2022, Little Sims began to be managed by an employee of Cover's company, Forever Living Originals, after departing from her original previous manager, Robert Swerdon of Starwood Music Group, advised that she not continue a contract with Universal Music Publishing when her songwriting contract ended, suggesting that she sell off her publishing instead. Her last 3 albums were shared via Artists Without a Label, a unit under Sony Music Entertainment known as AWAL, which provides distribution and marketing services for musicians and artists who self-publish. In November 2022, she entered an agreement with AWL, receiving an advance of $2 million on delivery of 3 albums plus $625 for recording cost of the 3rd album. She paid Cover $350 and $275 through Forever Limited bank account before receiving the recording cost payment in order to cover the recording costs of the 3rd album. Her claim says that she believed any funds not spent on recording costs will be returned to her once the album was done. In October 2024, a letter to Akijura's lawyers, Koba solicitors allegedly produced an account of the recording costs of the album, accounting for $500,000. Fucking crazy, bro. Fucking crazy. In December 2023, Cover organized a first and only Salt show for Drumsheds in London, and Little Sims offered to lend him $1 million on December 1st to make sure the event would happen. The condition was that he had to repay it from this at December 4th. According to the suit, he failed to do so, saying he was still getting this deal over the line and would send the money back as soon as it lands. That same month, he lent $500,000. She lent $500,000, additional $200,000. Yo, Little Sims is a good friend, man. How are you lending somebody $500K and $200K on top of the $1 million they haven't sent back to you? Little Sims is a way better friend than I would ever be. In January 2024, Little Sims was unable to pay her full tax liability due to Cover's failure to pay her back. Therefore, she incurred interest and charges. In November 2024, a letter to Cover's legal counsel allegedly acknowledged the debt, but wrongfully attributed to Forever Living Originals. Covers produced 2019's Grey Area, 2022 Sometimes I Might Be Introvert, and 2022's No Thank You. Fucking hell, man. Oh, is it on? Is the stage on? Is something happening? Something's happening? What's happening? Something's happening. Let me go live. Oh, here we go, here we go. Oh my god, my favorite song. Party, go on, do a pull-up party, do a pull-up. Just one, brother, one single pull-up, come on, party.
Once again, a roll. Nobody ever wait. Moving on Molly. I'm moving on Molly. Moving on Molly. That's how I'm notice. Moving on notice. That's how I'm notice. Moving on notice. Crazy. Yeah, I felt crazy. Yeah, I felt crazy. Moving on notice. That's how I'm notice. Moving on notice.
look, oh, you can't actually come out. Can you come out? No, look, Kendrick. No, Kendrick. Look, Kendrick, he didn't come out. I was fucking enjoying it. I think he turned up like an hour late, so I had to stay up until like what time was it? I think I stayed up until like 4 or 5 a.m. to watch the show, and then I think it ended at about 6:30 a.m. my time here in the UK. So I was up for fucking time watching it. And my word, man, what a fantastic performance. The thing that's weird about Playboi Carti is that conventionally I shouldn't like his performances because I listen to a lot of music, I go to a lot of live shows, I go to a lot of festivals, and I listen to a lot of genres of music. I know that type of performance isn't the greatest. I'd want him to perform without a backing track. I want him to perform just rapping his lyrics, right? And not just screaming. But he doesn't do that, right? So he's going to give you a backing track performance and it's going to be a lot of screaming. But to be fair, this performance, maybe because it's the album, I feel like this performance, he rapped a lot more. He said a lot more words through the microphone pertaining to his tracks than I've ever heard him before. And I also like the inclusion of the live instrumentation. There was a guy on the keys and there was a guy on the guitar who were adding a little bit of layers to some of the tracks. Some of the tracks were, you know, sparse. Some of the tracks were just how you heard them on the MP3. But I like how they kind of added another little bit of texture to the show. I also love the stage design with the pickup truck that's split in half. And then he had some of his friends sitting in the other half of the truck, like Gio, the stylist girl that he kind of hangs around with. And he was jumping and standing on the other bit. And there was fire flames and scaffolding and shit. It looked really fucking cool. And I kind of matched the whole vibe. I love what he was wearing. He had like a Pro Club t-shirt with I Am Music written on the front. That kind of reminded me of the old school early 2010 era of like Young Jeezy. You know, that kind of street team thing with like the snowman thing on the front. The length of the trousers. I love the fucking jeans, the boots. You know, he had the beanie pulled down just over his eyebrows. That kind of reminded me of that Balenciaga show just that passed a couple of seasons ago where he had the models walking on the runway with the beanies over their eyes. Like, he fucking killed it visually with the aesthetics. And I also loved on the stage, it turned into a bit of a family affair. Usually Carti doesn't do that. Usually Carti's all about his solo shows. Maybe recently he's done the whole vamp thing, but they've been performers, right? They've been guys dressed up like him in bomber jackets and stuff jumping around. But usually he likes to perform by himself. He doesn't like to have people on the stage. But it felt like a homecoming. It felt like a celebration of sorts. It felt like a culmination of, I don't know how many years it's been since he's popped up on the scene. Since he's fucking, you know, since the days he was with Awful Records and Father and them guys. He's really kind of blown up and become like a star. Maybe he's not a superstar just yet. Because I feel like there's a lot more work to be done with like normie pop acts and stuff before he becomes a superstar. But he's definitely a star. And I think it was a really good way to sort of celebrate that whole journey by having all these friends on stage. A bunch of people. I saw like Lucas Sabat there. I saw like, who did I see? Obviously, I saw Mitch Mode, who's part of his team. I saw a bunch of people. I was watching the live stream through Kai things. Like friends and, you know, associates and stuff who were all there. The only person that wasn't there, I think, was Ian Connor. But I guess probably, you know, maybe because of the allegations and shit, or maybe because he didn't want to go, who knows. But I saw a lot of people that were tied and kind of were part of the journey growing up. So it was pretty cool to see them all there. And at the end of the show, Carti cried, as you can see from his picture. He was shedding tears, he thanked the fans, he was blowing kisses. Like the most animated and the most personable I've seen him towards the crowd ever. Actually talking, you know, basically saying thank you for all the love and support, all the time working in the studio. You could tell he was really appreciative. Like it really was it kind of got to him in that moment of like, okay, cool. All of the delays with this album, all of the fucking Willy Won't He's, the Narcissist tour getting cancelled, all the drama, Iggy Azalea stuff, baby, like all the stuff happening. And it kind of culminated in that one instance where he was on stage and he's literally crying on stage as he's thanking all the fans. And the crowd, I don't think were that great, personally. I thought that LA crowd were a bit shit, they're a bit stiff, they're a little bit too cool for school. But there was a section towards like the left-hand side of the stage that were going crazy. Big up those guys and girls. In that section where Playboi Carti is standing, on his left, there was a section of people who were going fucking nuts. But for the most part, the LA crowd a little bit, they're just standing there recording the whole way. But the vibe on the stage was immaculate. I fucking loved it. I enjoyed it.
And it also, to me, represented Carti's blackest album. I think I Am Music is his most, because I don't know, I've been watching a lot of people on YouTube kind of critiquing and breaking down Carti's album and his looks, and I never really noticed the whole white thing personally, maybe because I listen to so many genres. It's never been a thing to me in my head, but I think a lot of people have been kind of questioning and being upset that Carti's been going more of the white Caucasian route. But I think this album in particular really it spoke directly more to the niggas, especially because of the samples that were used and the aesthetics and the music videos and everything else going on around it, even the jewelry and stuff. Like, it's all, I think, was speaking towards him kind of leading back more towards how he kind of came up in the scene, maybe more of the kind of like self-titled Die-Lit sort of era, and less about the whole lot of Red era. Maybe, I don't really know, but I got that feeling just because everyone's on the stage, right? A bunch of niggas on the stage, him rapping. Sometimes you can't even see him when the camera kind of pans out. There's so many people on the stage. I feel like it was a quintessential way of kind of showing you, okay, cool, it's a different sort of vibe, different sort of tonality. The show itself was fantastic. I thought all the tracks that I assumed would sound better when you heard them played did sound better when you heard them played, bar none. And I also feel like another element that added another kind of element to the show and made it feel really, made it feel like a vibe, made it feel exciting, made it feel like it was a moment in time that you were gutted that you missed out on, was the live stream aspect of it. Kai Cenat turned up there with that kid called Dabo, who's a big fan of Carti. He's the one that's always online crying and really getting emotional about Carti stuff and whatnot. And you could tell from how he was acting, that Dabo kid, how monumental, how big of a deal it was that he was there. He was so fucking nervous, so awkward around all these rappers that he was meeting, like Destroy Loney and fucking Ken Carson and shit. And there was a moment in the performance where Carti is rapping and he fucking spuds Kai Cenat and fucking Dabo behind stage. I think twice. I think he spuds them twice. He shouts them out a couple of times. So that was fucking amazing for them. But as a viewer, watching the live stream of the show on the Rolling Loud channel, which is always fucking fantastic. They do really well with their live stream production. They must spend a bunch, I'm not sure how much money they put in it, but it must cost them a lot of money on top of booking the artists and everything. Crazy. So they spent a bunch of money on it and the production was fucking flawless. There was a moment where they had to pause it for about 20 minutes, the show, because there was so much pandemonium in the crowd. So even though the crowd weren't being super electric like I want them to be, they were still going crazy. So the point where people were fainting and getting crushed. So I think they went to avoid an Astroworld situation, so they just kind of paused it, let people get a breather. And obviously people were getting a breather and shit. And it was kind of cool to see during the breather, the intermission, you know, Kai Cenat stream and see people, what's going on stage, what's going on, quote unquote, behind the scenes. That was kind of give it a kind of a nice little feel. And it was also good to see a stage where, like, you know, because I'm not the biggest fan of the whole like green room, back room, stage room culture in live music anyway. Even in nightclubs, I think people should always try and go on a dance floor and forget about trying to get friendly with people to go in a booth and hang out in a green room. All that stuff is GAY, lame. Stay on the dance floor. That's where you're gonna get the maximum vibe from. But if you're gonna be on the stage, be on the stage and fucking go crazy. So it was great to see everyone on the stage actually going crazy. All the quote unquote VIPs, they were fucking loving it. They were moshing, they were vibing. There was a guy, fucking Burberry Airy, big up him, the stylist guy. He was literally having an exorcism on the fucking stage. How excited, how happy he was to hear certain records played on that loud system. It was fucking phenomenal. I loved every fucking minute of that performance. And I can't wait to hear him perform that album in full when he comes to the UK. Talking about the UK, he had Skepta come out, which was an amazing co-sign he must be feeling. He got brought out by Rocky the day before and by Carti. Fucking great. He performed Toxic, and that was a fucking vibe. Skepta killed it, and then I think he spent a lot of the time standing at the back bit where there was a scaffolding, stairs thing, which was quite sick, and Carti kind of joined in there as well for a little bit. But I fucking enjoyed it. I loved every fucking minute of it. So I'm going to play a little section here from Kai Cenat's live stream. Just a random section. Doesn't have to be anything. So you can get a vibe, an idea of the vibe that was happening at the show itself. The thing as well that makes it mad too, we don't get this type of footage with Carti. He's usually kind of closed in that regard. And I think this is a good thing about the streaming era. Some of these artists are a little bit too, you know, a little bit too aura heavy. little bit too high of their own supply. They don't really like handing out access to people, especially in interviews. Maybe the only way we can get close to having those interviews is having streamers like this pop up. Maybe he's not going to go and do a desktop stream with Kai and these kind of dudes. We already see how it kind of failed with, you know, Aiden Ross and shit. But maybe we might get something better out of it when they're in their element, when they're in a place where they feel comfortable, when they're out and about on shows, because they want to show this off, because this is a great way to promote the up-and-coming tour. This is a great way to promote any up-and-coming tour they're doing, because it kind of gives a vibe, it kind of gives a feeling of what's going on when he puts on the shows, how lit the shows are, how he performs himself. So I think this is really cool.
This performance is so crazy.
You know what's funny too? He wasn't really the biggest Carti fan anyway, you know? That's the kind of funny thing. He's kind of jumped on recently, and when he was doing the live stream of the album, he wasn't liking it when he heard it the first time. Like I wasn't too, I have to confess. But over time, especially listening to it in the gym, seeing it live, fucking crazy. But it's kind of sick to see how this is what great artists do. There's so many different entry points you can meet Carti at. So now you're meeting him at this entry point, you're still going to love what he does. You're going to go back and listen to Self-Titled. You're going to listen to fucking Dilate, Whole Lotta Red, and hear all different type of new things. So I fucking love it.
Bro, he gave niggas his chain. Trim set. Trim. You be out there? Oh, shit.
Come a little bit more. Y'all ready, right? Back up a little bit. This side right here. Back up a little bit. This side right here. Make it right.
Davo's big ass getting up there. Davo's big ass getting up there. That was a nice touch, by the way. I don't know who told them to get Aiden Ross, to get Kai Cenat up on the stage, but that was a nice touch, whoever did decide to do that, because it did really add a different element to the stream. Oh, it was Gio. Okay, maybe it was Gio. Maybe Gio's watching on her phone. Maybe she's the one that told him to get him up there. That's fucking sick. Big up Gio. Big up Gio. Oh, sick. Look at that moment. So good. Dave was getting his hug too. Look at him. He wants to die. That is so cool. Can you imagine how good that must have felt? Carti gives Kai Cenat the mic and tells him to crowd control. Could you imagine how good that must have felt to be on stage in front of that rapturous fucking crowd, telling him to back up the fuck up? And you know they know who you are. You know where you are. Fucking hell, what a fucking great moment. Anyway, the whole thing looked amazing. I recommend you check it out. It's available now on all your main digital streaming platforms. Playboi Carti performing at Rolling Loud Cali, check it out. If you're not a fan of his, just to kind of get a vibe of get an idea of the vibe, the ambiance, what he brings to albums and shit, and why people like myself are so obsessed with this guy, why we're so obsessed with this freaking guy.